Chantelle Cameron, finally. My God, I've had people walking in front of the camera. It's just been crazy. But you know what? This is MVP. This is America in the UK.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the channel. It's really good to see you. So much has happened with you.
Yeah, it's been a lot has been happening. A few changes here and there, but it's all settled now. It's all good.
Changes, something that you're not afraid to do.
Yeah.
Something that you seem to have done quite a lot later on in your career. A fighter that I've watched from the beginning, very skilled, talented fighter. But it just seems like everything else wasn't tight and locked in as your fighting skill.
Yeah, 100%. Like, couldn't agree more. So obviously, everything was tight at the time with Jamie and Nigel. Like, I've come undisputed with him, beat Katie Taylor with him. And you know what? Everyone goes through moments, and like I'm not afraid to admit it now. Like, I went through a really bad moment, and it was shit, like a really shit time. And I see like trolls and that like saying about this and that, but they don't know what goes on. They have no idea. And like I was struggling, and I thought the grass was greener. And I tried out other amazing coaches, world-class coaches in Grant Smith and Stephen Smith, but they wasn't Jamie and Nigel. Jamie and Nigel's my home, and for me, I can win fights. Without them, I proved I can do that, but it never was right up here in my head. Like, my head wasn't there. My head was elsewhere, and it's like, no, if you're homesick, it was like I was fighting, but I was homesick. I miss Jamie and Nigel in my changing room. I miss in my corner. I just miss their arms around me, like, with the victories, and even the bad times, having their arms around me. Like, the amount of times I've, like, cried in their arms, and so they know everything about me, and I've never had that with anyone else. And like, I left because I thought it was the right thing at that time, but it wasn't.
When a fighter, this is something that a lot of fighters do. You're not on your own, and we've seen fighters do full circle, go back to where they started. You said that you thought the grass was greener.
Yeah.
What was that kind of carrot that was dangled in your face where you thought, you know what, all right then, let me try this, and probably not thinking it through properly. We do it in relationships, don't we? Sometimes we even do it like with careers, normal jobs, not boxing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, probably shouldn't have left there. Probably shouldn't have left that relationship. What happened?
So obviously I took my first loss, and it was a bad loss. Like, bloody hell, I lost all my belts. I didn't just lose, I lost all my belts.
Okay, so like, the emotional.
Yeah, it was really emotional. Like, I cut everyone off. Like, after my first loss, I cut everyone off. I wouldn't speak to anyone. Like, and it is bad, but I'm a compeller, and it shows how much I want to win. But like, when I look back, I think like, bloody hell, could have like just chilled a bit. But that's my personality. I'm very all or nothing, and I took it bad, and I was in a really bad place. I was really sad. Like, took it like it was awful, and I took it out on the people closest to me, and that was Jamie. And it's really sad. It actually, like, when I talk about it, it actually makes me a bit emotional, because I know I've done wrong. And I shouldn't have ignored him, and like, we did speak in that, but I couldn't face him because I was embarrassed. And I wasn't embarrassed because of him, but like, they believed in me so much, and I felt like I let them down. I did let them down. Like, I beat Katie. We was all literally so happy, the celebrations. I'll never forget them nights. And then when I had to redo it, I let them down, and I was in a bad place anyway, and I was overthinking, and I took it out on the people I loved, and I done it with everyone, my family, my friends. Like, it's just something I've learned that I can't do. It was just it was a really, really shit time, like, really. And then I'm stubborn as well. So instead of me like going back and saying like, things calm down now, I was like, no, I'm going to try a different trainer. I want to improve, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I was too stubborn to realise that Jamie and Nigel are my people.
But you've took accountability.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah. No.
You said you felt like you let them down.
Yeah.
You said you was embarrassed because you felt like they put everything into you and you wasn't able to deliver.
Yeah.
So that gets in your head.
Yeah.
You're an overthinker.
Yeah.
The thing is, and why I'm saying is, Chantelle, it's all right for us, the fans, the media, to sit on the outside and say, oh, look at her, ungrateful.
He's got no idea.
But I'm not in your head. I'm not there. I'm not the one that's won all of those belts.
Yeah.
And I've got to hand them over in the ring after I've worked so hard to get them.
That night when I lost, I was so angry and so upset. I left the bags in a belt and was like, get rid of them outside my room. And luckily Jamie went to my room and collected them and took them to his room. But that's where I was at. I was like, get rid of the belts. I was like, fuck the belts. I don't want them. And he went and got the belts from outside my room. But I was just angry and just like disappointed in myself, because I know that, like, everyone's beatable, but I know that I shouldn't. I did lose, but like, I beat her before, and then I lost, and it was like I felt like I let myself down and let everyone else down as well. So it was really, really shit.
But like I said, I admire it because sometimes when we see like the crash out, or when we only see a certain part of it, we'll run with a narrative. The media will run with a narrative.
And there's many narratives about me as well because people want them. That's the thing.
Exactly. So I think it's quite commendable that you've stood here and said, yeah, I've done this, I've made these mistakes, but I've gone back home, they've welcomed me with open arms, and this is a new chapter.
And do you know what? I've done so much self-work as well, because I knew, like, after all that and actions I'd done, like, I took it into myself to be like, I need to work on myself, and I've been doing it for like a good 6-7 months now. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, because now I'm acknowledging, like, about myself more, and I've really gone deep into myself, and like, I just know that I'm back home, and whatever happens in boxing now, I'm so chilled with it. I'm like, it will be whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm with Jamie and Nigel now, and we've done everything together, had great nights, and I'm just gonna have some fun with it. Like, I'm just gonna literally enjoy every moment, have some fun with it, because when you're at the top of the mountain, you've done everything. It's brilliant. It's amazing, and you don't think you're gonna get humbled. You don't think you're gonna come tumbling down, but when you do, you're like, wow. It's bad, like, and you've got to climb back up, and I've gone through that now, and if it happens again, like, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, so it is what it is. But I just feel like I'm very content again, and that's no like disrespect to Grant Smith or Stephen Smith. They're great coaches, amazing coaches, world-class coaches, but
you just didn't fit.
Not, they're not my Jamie, they're not my Nigel, and that's how we look at it. Is Jamie and Nigel are mine, like, they're my solid, they're on my safety net.
And you better not leave them after saying this again. We're not going to.
They're making me out the
imagine?
Gym.
Oh my God, you'd have wanted faces all over Manchester. But listen,
they're me out of the gym now.
I am happy for you, because I know you're a great fighter. Like I said, it's easy for us to sit on the outside and make all the assumptions. We saw what happened to Anthony Joshua when he lost to Alexander Usyk, when he like threw the belts at, which is, you did yours in quiet.
I get it. Like,
you'll get that.
I genuinely feel like I must have had like a mini breakdown, because I was just doing like irrational things, and when I look back now, I'm like, what was I thinking?
But you're
I was
human.
so angry. Yeah, like, I was just angry, and then things were happening like on the outside that nobody knows about. Like, nobody knows about, like, things like about renegotiating the trilogy, and me accepting less money from the first two fights to make the trilogy, and then it was just going all Pete tongue, and I was just fed up and was like, I need change, I need something new. And was it right? I don't regret it, but I've had that experience, and it's made coming home even sweeter.
Coming home, you are here.
Yeah.
You will be fighting on the undercard of what I believe is going to be a great fight between Caroline Dubois and Terry Harper. But your fight, talk to us about that. What can we expect from you? Back with the home team, comfortable, self-work, you know where you are. Yeah. What can we expect from you?
So I think when you see me around Jamie and Nigel as well at my fight weeks, I'm so chilled. Whereas, like, before, without them, a bit more like a bit more stiffer, a bit more rigid. And I think the best me is coming back again. I think I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna be working hard. I want the win, but you know what? I'm gonna have some fun with it. I know what I can do. I know I'm dangerous. I know that my work rate is a problem for everyone, and I'm just gonna put on a really good performance. And you know what? It's gonna be special because they're back with me, Jamie and Nigel. So this is like, I'm so happy I'm boxing for a world title, but hands on my heart, this is more than the world title. This is me back with Jamie and Nigel doing 3-minute rounds. Like, it's special, this is special. So it's going to be a great night for all the females, but for me this is a bit more personal. And like in my first fight with Katie Taylor, Nigel and Jamie kept playing the song All Eyes on You, and it's that again. Like, I'm looking at this as all eyes are on me, because I know I'm going to turn up, I'm going to seal the show, and I got my family back, and that's it. That's all that matters.
And that is all that matters. I've got to end on this actually, because I forgot a fight that I've always wanted to see is you and Sandy Ryan.
Yeah.
The fight that I thought, okay, this is going to happen now. You know, all of the stuff online, you two going at each other, almost like how Caroline and Alicia Baumgartner have been going at, and then obviously Terry Harper. So it's there, and then it was like, oh.
Do you know what? It's a great fight. She's a great fighter, but at the end of the day, like, people need to look into all of it. That's what I'm gonna say. People need to look into all of it. Yeah, and no disrespect, she's a great fighter, but she's had how many losses? 3 losses. So she's lost to Michaela Mayer twice, who I'm trying to fight. Yeah.
Interesting.
But let's look at the WBC situation. First of all, they're never going to allow 3-minute rounds. But let's look at the WBC situation, right? I was waiting for 2 years to fight Katie Taylor. And deadlines were happening, extensions were happening, blah, blah, blah. Next thing, I get emailed to become a world champion. Like, when people were saying that, I was thinking, I don't want to be emailed a world champion either. Like, nobody wants to win a world title like that. And I said to MVP, I was like, well, I'm going to do 300 miles, or WBC allow it? And they was like, listen, you're going to have to either fight Sandy or vacate the belt. And then look who Sandy's team is. Brian Peters, all close with Katie Taylor, Eddie Hearn. And I thought, have your belt, enjoy it. Who are you going to box fit? So Sandy's always wanted to fight me, and I know that, as I've been told by her old manager, that all she's ever looked for since she's turned pro is to fight me.
Yep.
You are who you surround yourself with, and I've always wanted the trilogy with Katie. Katie doesn't want it, and you know what? As much as Brian wanted his fighter to box me, bye. Simple as that.
Okay, you know what?
That's what it is. People need to look into it. Like, I'm not an idiot, and me and Sandy, like, we could fight anytime, anywhere. We don't like each other, and it's very personal. Like, I think she's a fucking weirdo. I think she's an absolute weirdo, but that's on her. So good luck with her fighting for that 140 belt, but I'm not giving Brian, Eddie Hearn and that the satisfaction of giving them the fight they've always wanted, when they didn't want me to fight Katie, and good, they shouldn't have, because they know I beat Katie the third time, so they're protecting their fire. But me, I'm with MVP now, they're looking after me, and I'm cracking on with 3 rounds.
You know what? And this is the stuff that we do need to hear, because sometimes, obviously, when you're in positions, you can't really speak your truth. This is your truth. You know, I like the fact that it is personal with you and Sandy Ryan.
Sandy's a great fight.
Hopefully one day that will happen.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I've got to go.
Got to wrap it up. Listen, all the best.
Thank you.
See you fight week, and thank you for your time.